So the next thing we want to do is make this compose button insert a new email. So the first thing to do is put an event handler for click on that button. So let's add a new function. Notice I'm not passing a parameter this time, but let's go ahead and create that incoming email function. And again, I'll just use the shortcut way without using the word function, which is again an ES6 shortcut. So let's just test to make sure our button works by console logging something. So let's refresh console and let's go ahead and click compose. There we go. So it is working. The plumbing is working. So how do we get, what do we want to do? We want to get a new email. How do we get that? We get that by using the same API, but instead of using results equals 5, let me just copy and paste that there. So instead of using results equals 5, I'm going to change that to results equals 1. So we just need 1, right? And let's just console log that just to make sure that we got it. See what that looks like. And let's refresh and compose. And there it is. So it's just the 1 that's returned. Now we need to access it through dot results, and because it's an array, that we need to access that first element in the array, which is 0. So they'll say dot results 0. So now I should just get the array. And there it is, or the object rather. So that's the first element in the array. All right, so what do you want to do now? Well, we want to insert that in the inbox. How do you do that? Well, because Vue, again, is data driven, you just simply have to add that data into our existing emails array, and Vue will just automatically update the view. So this .emails.unshift, which is one of the ways we can push an element in an array, and we'll push in our new email. So that alone should work, and we'll just add a real quick catch just in case, but that should work. So let's refresh the page, compose, there we go. It's working for all 3 times. Great. I want to try to get rid of this street console error. What's happening is that the browser is trying to interpret this Vue mustache template before the fetch data actually comes in. So let's try to use a conditional rendering called vif. So notice how they use it here in the example. We'll do the same thing here. So we'll say we're going to hide all of the selected email stuff. So we'll say vif, and we'll create our own variable called isReady, which we then must define in our data, and we'll set it to false for now. But once we get the data, so right now it's showing nothing, but once we get the data within this last then block, that's when we'll set it back to true. So then set isReady to true, this dot isReady equals true. So this should both eliminate that annoying error message in the console as well as show the data in the main.